Coach, if you may just please give us a brief summary of the match from your perspective.
Good evening. Strange beginning of the game. We start defending not the way that we wanted, and that allowed Royal AM to also be more comfortable than what we want the opponents to feel here in Orlando when they are on the ball. Let's put it in this way. But little by little, we start to also create some problems and asking questions in our build-up. We managed to get a beautiful lead, 3-0 after, I don't know, you can correct me, 30 something, which is not frequent in football. But again, the way we were defending in the first half was not really nice, or like I said, they were a bit too comfortable on the ball, and due to that they managed to score the 3-1 before the halftime. Second half, the beginning was a bit uncertain to see what the opponent is going to do when you are losing one game 3-1. It takes time in the beginning for us to get the position on the field, even though we have, I think, one good chance at least from Rile, and if I'm not mistaken, one more at least. And the same story that, like I said many times, it's a football game that we all here, we were around enough time to understand that if you don't kill the games when you have the opportunity, and we had a lot of opportunities to do it, yeah, you can be punished easy, and we were punished 3-2, 2-3 minutes to play, and I think we were all a bit nervous in the end, but finally Shandu managed to score the fourth one, and I think it's a fantastic victory. It's difficult to bounce back. It's very difficult, trust me. It's always complicated to lose the first game of the season because you have to come back yes or yes, and the boys did it very well today, handling the situation. Even though we have youngsters on the field, they were very mature and happy. I told them already, very happy with the two performances, not only today. Overall, I think we can be happy about our performance in the last 4 days, and now looking forward for the next one.
Show of hands, do you have any questions for the coach? If you haven't had an opportunity to ask yet, please remain, and the media company will present prior to asking a question.
Coach, congratulations on the victory, first and foremost.
Thank you.
From Soccer Laduma. I just wanted to ask, I noticed when I was watching the game, there was a lot of interchanging between Masangwai, Ratomo and Salem in terms of their positioning. Was that intentional? Is that specific instructions from you as far as their changing, their fluidity, or is that the creative license that you've given them, like, to do their own thing when they're attacking?
You mean interactions, changing positions? Yes. Yeah. They are similar somehow. So in those positions, the way we play, we try to make sure that the opponent is not comfortable, that there's a permanent change for them when they have to mark. It's not the same to deal with Salem than deal with Patrick. They have different details that makes the way to defend a bit different. Relay is different as well, different foot. So there's organized freedom, let's say, for them. And also depending on the opponent as well. We try to occupy the spaces according with the spaces that the opponent is allowing us to go. Sometimes we need Mako more low because they were pressing with two, so really must keep a position, keep the field more open for us. If it's not really, them is Patrick. We don't mind. As long as they are disciplined, until the problem with the change of positions is the moment where you lose the ball. And they are doing very well in the moment that we lose the ball. That they are disciplined, they used to follow the role until the end. It's something that we were doing since the beginning in the last season, and little by little it's getting better. It's the first time they play together in the start 11, so there's also moments that you can see that it's the first time. But they are very talented guys, football players. They are all really football players, real football players, and it's easy with them.
Next 3 questions, starting with Dolman.
Coach Calvin from Soccer Room. When you had started your tenure at Pirates last season, there was a period of 5 games where there were complaints about goals not being scored. And now from a pre-season minus the Steelers game, we see that Pirates are finding the back of the net with regularity. Goals are coming from everywhere, but today also we saw strike lanes like here with us scoring twice. Is that satisfying for you as a coach, the fact that you're now managing to open teams and also finish those chances, because you guys create so many chances? Or is it always just a matter of finishing it?
Yeah, the most difficult thing in this game is to put the ball in the net. That's why, the clubs paid a lot of money for the ones who have the capacity. They are the players who have the better salaries around the world. I guess, because I don't know that here is not an exception. So it's difficult, and we need to. You see, I think there's a shot on target from our opponent, and they score. So this is a very, very complicated game. Sometimes without shooting you can win the game. It's a game that even if you don't go to the half of the opponent during the whole game, the 90 minutes, you can win the game. Imagine. It's difficult, but it can happen. So we try, we know, and today I think that we can all agree that it's a game that we should finish with more goals, with more advantage in the final score, but it's what it is. We need to keep going, insist in the things that we are doing, and try to be our intention is always to be offensive. It doesn't matter if we are leading 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. We want to go more. We want to play football. Sometimes it's possible, sometimes not, because there's an opponent as well, and we are not, perfect. But yeah, today we scored 4, but if in the next game, hopefully not. But if we don't, then you're gonna again ask me about the other side of the question, which is, are you, worried about the missing opportunities? It's part of the game. We have to support the guys. They are all, let's say, young guys playing for a big club. They want to do it well, and like I said, it's not that easy. Sometimes it's the last bound. It maybe changes a bit the direction of the ball, and it looks easy from the stands, but it's not that easy. But yeah, I'm happy with the look. We don't coach them looking for mistakes. We try to coach them and reward them about their intentions on the field, and the intentions today were super good. Then the execution in the end, like I said, can be difficult because the pressure, because the opponent is close, because it bounces in the wrong direction, because there's a hole, many reasons, That's why it's so difficult to put the ball in the net. But overall, I'm happy, like I said, with the intentions. Hopefully, they would like to finish today 8-0. They are the first ones that want to capitalize, but it's not easy. It's not easy. But we scored 4. Come on, how many we have to. It's not that bad.
Coach, last season at home you lost 3 games, but only 2 here. Chipper, I think, right at the beginning of the campaign, and of course Sundowns. Do you feel that this stadium is becoming a bit of a, what's the word you call these, fortress for you? Because you still don't have more than 50% capacity here, and the noise is good, but do you feel it's intimidating enough for opponents that people are scared to come and play at Orlando Stadium?
Good question, eh?
Always.
Modest there.
Not well. Yeah, we lost 2 games that actually we should have never lost. The 2 that you mentioned, but anyway. Well, as a foreigner, let's say, I've been here around enough now, but in the beginning it was a bit surprise for me also that why not more, you know, we have space for more. I said already after the game that they are pushing us all the way most of the time, but still there's a space for more. I really would like to see the stadium more frequent, sold out. It doesn't matter. If we want to continue growing together, it's important that we feel that support. For me, it's fine, you know, because I'm concentrating my own stuff, but for the players, it's very, very important. It's very, very important. It's crucial that we feel that we play home. So hopefully, I think little by little, we are getting more numbers. I think if we compare today with our first game against Swallows 1 year ago, I think today it was better. Tomorrow is a holiday as well, it helps. But yeah, hopefully, but it's about us also to try to offer good games as good as possible and invite the people to come and enjoy the game with us. This is important for our fans. It's not a discussion that we have a lot of fans everywhere, and like I said, but still we have space for more in the stadium, and thank you to the ones who are regularly coming, because I can almost see that they are always the same. But yeah, it's very important for us to feel that for our fans every game is important, you know. It doesn't matter who is the opponent. It's Pirates playing, so that's a good reason to come to the stadium and fulfill the stadium.
Coach, Sazi from Arel. You spoke about your defense being a bit too comfortable, considering that goal in the late in the first half and late in the game.
No, my defense, no, I said the way we defend.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, just the way you defend.
Because if you say defense, then everybody will feel or think that I'm talking about the center backs. I said the way we defend in the first half.
So yeah, the whole team, the way they defend. So how do you make sure that they cut out all those things to have a better?
Working every morning, insisting, correcting, rewarding, you know, there's no secrets. We have to continue working. And sometimes, like I said, is the opponent. The opponent is a good team, good food, technical players. They come into Orlando, they want to play a good game. Just 1 month ago, they managed to equalize here 1-1, and we were in a fantastic moment at that time. So it's not that easy. Sometimes you want to press high, but the opponent find the player free, find the space free. You are 1 second late, and suddenly you are running back 60 meters, and then you go again, and a little bit of fatigue. So I'm not critic here. I just say that we couldn't manage, probably because I couldn't help them better. It's not only their fault. When I said we, it's because we didn't defend the way we wanted. Tomorrow is going to be a headline somewhere in a game that we won 4-2. So don't go there. It's not an issue. It's just actually, like I said, because of that, we managed to play beautiful transitions in the first half, and one of them was a goal. So it was not that bad in the end. We can manage. We were a team that the last season we defend lower in the beginning. If you remember, when we were playing 3-4-3, we were characterized for be a team that get the lead and then manage to defend the lead very well, right? So it's not a problem for us if we have to spend sometimes time defending in low block and play transitions with Seix, with Salem, with Patrick, with Rille, with this type of players up front. It's going to be also good for us. But like I said, was not our intention in the beginning to defend low, let's be honest, but I think Royal AM did it well in the build-up as well.
Final three questions, starting with the back.
Thank you. Coach, can you just take us through your subs, maybe especially the first two with Shandu and Monyane there, and Makawula and Monare, especially with Shandu and Monyane. Did you want more defensively or want more offensively, since Monyane also had those chances in the first half?
I think both what we were looking for is different things. I don't have to even talk too much about it, but Tabiso played 90 minutes 3 days ago. We have fantastic replacements in every position. Right fullback is not an exception. So we need to integrate everybody, give opportunities for everybody. The ones who are in the list, they are all working very well. Many of the ones who are also available for selection and were not in the list, they are working very well. So it's a headache for me every time. And yeah, we try to make sure that, you know, we don't suffer in the end. It didn't work so well, as you could see, that they managed to score 1 goal, not because of these subs. But yeah, it was 1 sub, and the same with Taban. Last game, like I said, 3 days ago, Taban played 80 minutes in Stellenbosch. We have 1 day to prepare the game. Today again 60 something. We have to, yeah, it's management. There's nothing wrong with any of the subs.
Coach, Ines from Kickoff. I just wanted to find out how far Kapinga also came with in terms of getting a chance to play.
They're getting close. They're getting close. They are getting very close.
Final question.
Coach, you obviously have a deep history with youth development from where you come from. And besides Ratomo, he's a teenager, but many of your players, Salem came in, Patrick comes in, have less than 50 games in professional football to start with. Has it been challenging to develop them tactically? Because obviously you're a technical level, but tactically, has it been challenging to develop?
In general, is a challenge. The tactical part of the process, it is, because, and especially with the youngsters, obviously they are coming with how can I say this in English, like habits, not good, not bad, just habits. If a youngster like really make it to play for Pirates, means that he's coming from one environment and maybe 1 or 2 seasons where he was really superior. He was showing superiority almost in every game with 16, 17 years old. And that's the difficult step for them usually when they arrive in the professional football in a league where nothing, you know, is going to be for free. To understand the different moments of the game, to understand that be on the ball is not enough, that you need to contribute also when you are not on the ball, that the tempo is higher, that if in development you have 2 seconds to make a decision, in this league you have 1. If you go to the next step, you're going to have half second, and so and so and so. But I think at the same time, it's also is a nice part of the process to see the player's evolution in that sense. And in the end, look, the player, it doesn't matter position, where is he coming from, how. If the player feels that you can help him, it's easy. If the player feels that you are not helping him so much, then it is when it becomes difficult. All the players, they are smart, you know, at least on the football. No, No, I'm, even myself, I can be a good coach, but maybe I'm a disaster in maths or something like that. You understand what I mean? I'm not saying that they are not. Actually, I am. But I'm trying to say that what the player wants from the coach is that you can help them to be better players. You can help them to win. That's the key of the relation. So if they feel that I can help them, it's easy. If somebody feels that it's not, then it's going to be difficult. It doesn't matter if it's 16, 25, or 30. But it's nice to work with them because they have the quality. So whatever you ask them to do, they can execute it. And that's amazing.
On that amazing note, we reach the conclusion of our press conference today. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.